Best I can. I'm trying my best. I'm on retreat. I'm taking a self-love retreat right now. So just talking about self-love. Just talking about self-empowerment. I've got a little bit of notes here. I'm loosely following notes. I'm collecting. I'm collecting my ideas. I'm collecting my system, my method. My program is called Imperfection. We don't have to be perfect to get back to our very best. We don't need to be perfect at anything in order to heal ourselves, love ourselves, fix our lives. Whether we want to lose weight, whether we want to heal pain. And when I say heal pain, I had physical pains in my body, aches and pains in my body. Lots of aches and pains, very painful joints, neck and shoulders, lower back, knees, hips, ankles. Lots of pain in my body. I had a lot of pain in my body. I dealt with a lot of physical pain. At 40, my body was filled with pain. My life was filled with emotional and physical pain. I was declaring my second bankruptcy. I was feeling poorly about myself. It was straining my relationships. All of my relationships. It was straining my work. The way that I was thinking and feeling and speaking about myself was stealing all of my energy. So I was in a black hole of, self-worth, my value. My self-worth was very low. I didn't love myself. I wasn't loving myself. I didn't know how to love myself. Whether we want to lose weight, I had to lose weight. I had weight to lose. I had pain to overcome. There was pain. When I say pain, there was physical pain and there was emotional pain because I was overcoming emotional stuff, self-worth, value. I was overcoming self-doubt, low frequency stuff. It's all the same stuff, and some of the stuff is low frequency, some of the stuff is high frequency. It's not good or bad stuff, it's all good stuff. It's all loving stuff. But some of it's lower frequency and some of it's higher frequency. It's all love. It's love of lower frequency or higher frequency. Whether we want to lose weight, whether we want to heal pain, whether we want to overcome trauma, something from our past, let go of a shadow, overcome an emotional hurt, whether we want to make more money, whether we want to get better health, more energy, whether we just want to learn and grow and expand. We want to love ourselves. We want to be happy. We want to be healthy. We want to be happy and healthy. We want to be wealthy. We want to be abundant. We want to be peaceful. We want to be safe. We want to be worthy. We want to believe in ourselves. We want to love ourselves. We want to give love to ourselves. We want to be able to give love to ourselves. We want to be able to find love for ourselves. These are all love, peace, joy, happiness. These are all high frequency, high vibration things. Health, unconditional love, high energy, abundance, our greatest self, our absolute best. our absolute best. Our very best is love. Love is our very best. Unconditional love is our very best. Gratitude, thankfulness. Love is our very best. Love is the stuff that the universe is made of. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about getting into alignment with the stuff of the universe. We're talking about getting into alignment with the force behind all things. The force behind all of it. The natural force that's here. Talking about natural forces, it's confusing. It's confusing, and I'm adding to the confusion. I'm saying forces. You see, the force of love, I'm calling it a force. It's not really a force. It's something unknown. It's the behind the scenes. It's not an energy, because everything here in physical is energy and force. Physical world is energy and force. That's what we know. That's all the measured stuff. But what's in the backdrop, like, we can't go there. We can't measure what's back there. We can't tell you what's back there. Like, in the unmanifested space, behind the scenes, like what's in the ether, the creative force. Like, there's something that started it all. There's a creative energy that's behind everything here in the physical. There's a creative energy that's in the back. That is an energy of love. It's not an energy. All in the physical is an energy. It's not a force. It's not an energy. It's an unknown. There's an unknown. There's an unknown. There's no words here. There's an unknown bit. God. The all. Allah. Buddha. Any kind of spirits, creative force energy, a creative force, Mother Nature, the creative energy of our earth. Mother Nature. Nature. Natural. There's a natural flow. There's a natural force here. That's what we're talking about. This force, it's not a force. This unknown bit manifests itself here in physical as two. There's always two here. This is just one of the natural laws. One of the laws of nature. We're just talking about coming into alignment with the natural laws. The laws of nature. There is a life force energy. There is a loving energy that's at the backdrop of the entire cosmos, universe. It's coming from the back of the cosmos. There's a loving force energy. It's here and it's available to all of us. We all have access to it. It's complete. It's the all. And in the physical, it manifests as two. Inside of us, it manifests as two. Left brain and right brain. Thinker and feeler. We are thinking, feeling beings. The feelings are vibrations or frequencies within our body. Whatever we're thinking about creates a feeling. The feeling creates a vibration, a frequency within the body. The feeling is a frequency, a vibration we feel within the body. We can change our frequency, we can change our vibrations by feeling things of higher frequency and higher vibration. We can change our frequency and vibration by thinking about things of lower frequency and lower vibration. This can lower down our frequency. We can raise, we can rise, we can expand, or we can lower our frequency. It is the choice of every human. is a choice to adjust our frequency and step into the higher frequencies, the higher bits of ourself. It's a choice. It's an intention to want to rise up. It's a decision, it's a choice to take the steps to rise up. It's a choice, it's a decision to take the steps required to step into the natural force that is here. There is a natural force. I'm believing that there's a natural force. I would have to believe in it first. I'd have to pursue it. Believe is an aspect of it, so I'd have to truly believe in it. There's a natural force, a loving force that's in the back. I want to connect to it. I want to align with it. I believe that it expresses itself here as too. So these are natural laws. I'm just coming into alignment with the natural laws. It's a belief, an alignment, a belief in the natural laws. It's testing out the natural laws, believing in them, and then realizing, oh, if I come into alignment with what's natural, then I can be like love in the universe. Love works through the physical plane, through the natural laws. There are natural laws that love squeezes through the cracks from the unmanifest space, the back of the cosmos, and comes into life. Masculine and feminine coming together in love and creating love or life. Our love, our life, masculine and feminine, mother and father within us, thinker and feeler, left and right sides of the brain, masculine and feminine. I can balance the two energies within me. I can come back to the one loving force that's in the back. There's a creative loving force in the back that comes into the physical as two. If I can bring the two ends of me back together, I can restore the natural loving force is complete again. The natural original force from the back of the universe again unites itself, masculine and feminine, in love to create love, life, love. Mend the mother and father within us, mend the masculine and feminine within us, mend the left and the right brain, the thinking and the feeling bits of the self, mend the thinking, balance, the harmony of the thinking and feeling aspects of the self. The human is a thinking, feeling being. The human is an energy, a life energy that thinks and feels. The human is two bits, a thinker and a feeler. Yeah, the human is two. Your health program must have at least two bits to it. All things here in physical are two. Two things surrounded by one governing principle, one governing. It's not a force, it's not an energy in the back, it's an uncertain bit, it's an uncertain loving force. It's not a force, it's an uncertainness from the back. That is love that's coming here as two. Mend the two bits of the self to come back into the loving presence. This is loving the self. This is self-love. Bringing yourself into harmony and balance. This is self-love. This is something I must intend. So, a natural law again. What I put out comes back to me. karma, the law of karma. It's the law of frequency and vibration. The frequency and vibration that I emit is the frequency and vibration that's coming back to me. If I want to change my circumstances, if I want to change my energy, if I want to rise my energy, if I want to love myself more, I want a love of a higher frequency, if I want to step into a higher frequency, a more inspiring thought or energy or feeling, if I want to rise up, if I want to intend to go for more, if I'm trying to get more, if I'm trying to make more money or have more in my relationship, more love in my relationship, if I want to have more health or more energy, if I want to have more lean body, I want to be leaner and stronger and agile and balanced and quick, nimble and quick, agile, happy, loving, energetic, if I want to be all of these things, if I want to think and feel about these things, if I want to think about these things and speak about these things, it's like I'm intending them. It's like I'm thinking about them, I'm speaking about them. These are the things that I'm grateful for. These are the things that I'm thankful for. These are the things that I love. I want to grow these aspects of my life. Whatever I think and speak about is going to grow. So I want to think and speak about growing my love. I want to think and speak about the things that I love. I want to practice getting up in the morning. I'm sleeping all night. I'm not aware of what I'm thinking. I'm unconscious. I'm sleeping all night. I'm not aware of what I'm thinking. I'm unconsciously creating. I cannot control how I'm creating when I'm sleeping unless I could control my awareness when I was asleep. Very few of us have awareness of our dreams or management of our dreams. I'm not saying that's not possible. That's impossible. But most of us don't have this power and ability. For the most part, while we're sleeping and dreaming, we are unconsciously creating whatever energy is inside of us. We're sleeping, we don't know. We're putting out an energy while we're sleeping that we don't have control over. But when we rise, when we wake up, then we come to conscious creation, and then we're consciously creating from rise until demise, until we go back to sleep again. From morning until night, we are in conscious creative time. An opportunity is there for us to be consciously creating. We could intend something at any moment during our wakeful time, and we could create it or have it or do it. We'd have to first think about it and then take action on it to make it a reality. But it's from the waking moment to the sleeping moment that we have possibility. Infinite possibility from waking moment to sleeping moment. The first waking moments and the last sleeping moments, these are critical times. The first thoughts of the day, the last thoughts of the day, these are critical times. The energy that we carry at the first of the day, the energy that we carry into the end of the day, they affect our lives. We can manipulate our energy. This is a cause and effect universe. This is a natural law. It's a cause and effect universe. There is a cause, there is an effect. This is just how the universe works. These are natural laws. The universe works in a cause and effect way. Every cause has an effect. Every effect has a cause. There is no random. Because it all comes from the one thing. It's the one thing coming and expressing itself here, expanding. It's an expanding thing. It's an always growing thing. It's an infinite thing. It's boundless. It's just always expanding. So to get into alignment with an always expanding thing, we'd have to be always expanding ourselves. We'd have to get into a practice of always be expansive in thought, expansive in emotion, expansive in feeling, expansive in word, expansive in vision, imagine, envision, imagination. We'd have to be expansive in imagination. We'd have to be stretching our imagination. We want to be stretching and strengthening our imagination daily. We want to be stretching and strengthening our thought, our intention daily. It's our thoughts, it's our imaginations. These are the two bits of ourselves. We are a thinking and feeling being. We are a thinking and feeling being. This is what we are. We're just talking about coming into alignment with what we are. Happiness is coming into alignment with our nature. Our natural is happy, healthy, peaceful, free. This is our nature. This is our natural. It's like we've been divided. This is what our parents told us. Love is within. Happiness is within. Freedom and joy. Happiness, it's within. Love is within. This is what our parents told us. This is what spirituality. We heard in our world from the ones that loved us truly, that love and joy and happiness was within. And then we went out into the world and the world told us another story. The world told us that joy and happiness was having a good job, making good money, having an attractive partner who also makes good money, who's sexy and wants to have sex with me all of the time. Happiness is having children and cars and houses in the right part of town, going on really swanky vacations and eating really swanky foods, drinking the best coffees and the best alcohols, getting the best drugs, I guess. Like that's what happiness is. That's what the world told us. It's like we were told by our parents happiness was inside job, but they didn't tell us how to do it. The world told us that happiness was an outside job, like we had to buy it or get it or attain it by getting some other people around us, family, partners, kids, like some sort of token that shows like happiness is some sort of material thing, people, a job, money, material. Happiness is material. That's what the world told me. And life, my home life said happiness was family, and happiness was an inside job. And so there's a separation between what we're told and what we see, and then there's actually a truth that's going on that's different than both of those. There's the family message that we have playing in our life, where happiness is inside, but we don't know how to get it. We've got the track from planet Earth, which is saying happiness is money, stuff, and people. And then we've got this hidden secret that actually happiness is natural. It's an energy that is here. It's a life force energy that's within you. And it moves through life and through you in a natural way. It comes through you in laws, governing laws, natural governing laws. So, for instance, one of the governing laws that I've borrowed and put into this program, it's just a law of life. This program is a lifestyle program. It's about changing your life, healing your life, empowering your life with your own loving self. This is a self-love, self-empowerment program. So at the foundation, it has to be in alignment with love, which is the natural force. I have to get into the natural forces. We have to align with the natural forces. This is what's actually going on. There's the story that we got from home, there's the story that we got from the world, and then there's an actual story that's hidden, and it's not really hidden, it's totally available. You just have to do some research. And it's kind of in broken bits and pieces. You can find it in different religions, and you can find it in reality, and you can find it in science, and you can find it in metaphysics and physics. It's in between everything. It's the story of life that's hidden in between what you learned at home and what you learned outside. It's in between. It's two. And then it's actually three, because there's the real truth that's hidden from our eyes that we can't actually get, we can't prove, because no one knows what happened 35, 40, 50,000 years ago. Nobody actually knows. Nobody ever will. It's always going to be concept. It's always going to be idea. No one can be right or wrong. You have to go inside and use your own intuition. You have to decide for yourself what is right for you. You are free to choose. You are the being, the most evolved being, the being here on the planet that has the power of choice. Choice is human power. You can always choose. At any point, you can choose to make a change in the way that things are, the way that things have been. Yes, things may have been that way, but that doesn't mean that things have to remain that way. At some point, we choose. At some point, we begin to intend. At some point, to create change, we want to intend. If we want to lose weight, we have to intend it into our reality. We have to take the steps. If we want to heal pain, we have to think about it, speak about it, and take action steps in order to make it a reality. Choice. There must be a choice. A decision must be made. An intention. A decision to expand, to grow. I must first intend it. I must first choose it. I want change. I want more energy. I want more life. I want more money. I want more love. I want more. I want to expand. I want to get into my highest frequency. I want to get more. I want to get more out of life. I want more life. An intention for more. There must be an intention for more. An idea, a thought that I want to go. First, it has to come into mind. A thought. First, it's a thought. Before anything, it's a thought, an intention. And from an intention, the intention can inspire a feeling, a frequency, a vibration. So intending something of high energy, intending something of high frequency, will raise up your frequency vibration. If you think and speak about something that you are very passionate and loving about, it will rise you up, it'll inspire you. Something that inspires, something that rises you, a thought, a feeling, a thought, an idea. Can you imagine your greatest holiday, your greatest paycheck, your greatest sexual experience, your wedding day, your birth of your first child, the greatest experiences in your life. Can you imagine graduation? Can you imagine your greatest experiences in your life? Or could you imagine your greatest experiences not even here yet? Could you envision something that's not even here yet, has not come yet, something greater than you've ever known before? Could you imagine something of greater value? This is imagination. We can change our energy by changing the things that we image in our mind. This can change how we feel. What we image in our mind can change how we feel. If I want to feel more loving, I could image more loving thoughts in my mind, rather than imaging division thoughts, or thoughts of division, or thoughts of separation. I could entertain thoughts of oneness, singularity, that all things come from one place, one loving source. I could entertain ideas that are more collective, universal, singular, inclusive. These are higher frequency thoughts. I can entertain higher frequency thoughts which have an effect, a cause and effect. A thought has a feeling effect. A thought stimulates an image, an imagination, which creates a feeling, a vibration associated or attached to it. The thought stimulates a feeling that creates a frequency, a vibration within the body, a feeling. So I can stimulate my feelings with my thoughts. I can intend to stimulate my feelings with my thoughts. I can intend to stimulate my feelings. I can intend to stimulate my feelings of love. I could imagine love. I could speak about love. I could imagine love. I could intend love into my reality. So it's really an intention and an imagination practice. These are the two, marrying the two ends of me, the two sides of me, the feminine and the masculine bits of myself, bringing them into balance, harmony. And there's one more part. There's one neutral part that kind of allows it all to flow. I've got my thinking and I've got my feeling self. And I've also got this breath that's continuous. Just take a couple of breaths. Before we talk about the breath, let's take a collective breath. Let's all of us come into the power that is here right now. The collective power that's available to all of us. The loving force that's always here. The loving force that comes from the back of the cosmos. The loving energy that is always here, that is always available to us. Let's breathe that energy in right now. Let's share a breath or two, a moment together right now. Just breathing. Each breath is a moment. A moment is a period of true time. The real time. The original time. The time that existed before clocks and seconds and minutes and work schedules. Non-linear time. This is the time where love exists. This is the time that's always been here. The time that existed. Always. The original force that was always here. The loving original force. The force that was really just an on and an off, a stop and a go, a day and a night, always two things, masculine and feminine, mother and father coming together to create love. It's always two things. I've got to marry these two things, this thinking and this imagining. I've got to marry the thinking and imagining, and I've got to marry it with something that's always going on. This loving thing, this loving, supporting thing that's always going on. I'm always being loved. I'm always being supported all of the time. How am I always being loved? How am I always being supported no matter what? What is the one thing that we all have in common? What is the common ground for us all? Everything here on the planet is breathing. As we breathe in, we breathe in the loving gift of the trees, of the plants, of the atmosphere, of the universe, of creation, the loving gift. Breath in. Breathe in the love. Receive the love. It's all around us. The promise is it's always around us. It's always within us. It's omnipotent. It's omnipresent. It's around us and it's within us. This force, this power. It's around us and it's within us. It's breath. It's oxygen. It's within us and it's around us. It's always here. It's always supporting us. It's the breath. It's the in-breath that we take the gift, the loving gift we take, and it's the out-breath we give, the loving breath of carbon dioxide, the food for the trees and the plants. Each breath is a give and a take. Each breath is a loving interaction with our universe. Self-love, the power of our universe, self-empowerment is here. It's here. It's now. It's present. It's alignment with the forces, because that's how the love works through the cracks and comes through life. It comes through nature as force. A loving natural force. A force that follows rules. Like gravity follows rules. A force that follows rules. There are rules. There are natural laws. We can come into alignment with the loving laws, and we can align with the loving force. It's natural law, and it's here now in the present. It's here now in the in-breath and the out-breath. It's an observance of the law during the breath. It's loving in each breath. It's thinking about love. It's speaking about love. It's imagining love. It's intending love. It's imagining love while we breathe. It's getting present with our power. It's taking back our power. It's a retreat where I'm making a decision. It's taking responsibility. Right? It's saying, I am responsible for my life. I am the creator of my life. I am the creator of my world. It's affirming it. It's thinking it. It's saying it. It's believing it. We affirm it. We bring it into our reality with affirmations, with thoughts and words. It's a practice. It's something we need to practice. Self-love is a practice. It's not something that we just do one time. I did it. I did a fast. I fasted for 21 days. I worked out. I worked out for 3 months. I ate right. I did that. I read a book about that. I know that. I know what you're supposed to do. I know it, but it's not just to know it. The Buddha said it's two things. It's to know the way, and it's to practice the way. The practice. What's next? We wake up, we're coming to conscious creation. The thoughts maybe are in the head. We're just observing the thoughts, not reacting to them, just loving them, just being what we are. Just our nature is love, just being with the thoughts. As I'm rising in bed, coming to consciousness, being with the thoughts, all of a sudden, I gotta do something. I gotta get ready for work. I gotta get ready for breakfast. I gotta have coffee. I gotta make breakfast. I gotta get the kids ready. I gotta get in the car. I gotta stop at McDonald's. I gotta stop at Tim Hortons. I gotta stop and get some coffee. I get into this doing. Things that I need to do. But truly, it isn't that I need to do. It's that I need to be. I need to be my very best. I need to give my very best. I need to give and receive my very best in each moment. I need to give my best energy to each moment to make each moment the best that I can. I need to be thinking about the right energy and imagining the right things in my mind while I'm breathing. With each in-breath and each out-breath, I need to entertain the right thoughts. During our day, things come up. Things come up that pull us, that challenge us. Ideas come into our heads, problems arise. We start thinking about the problems, and then we start to react. We get a response to the problems. We don't want to be putting out problems. We don't want to be problem solvers. We want to be conscious creators. We want to be conscious about the things we're thinking about in each moment. We're not just reacting to the problems around us. We're not just doing what we're told around us, not just reacting to the fear around us, not just reacting to what's going on around, deciding within how I want to be and acting the way I want to act. Acting from loving energy within me. There's loving energy within me and around me. There's fearful energy, there's low frequency energy around me. Love is low frequency and high frequency. I can take in the low frequency love, I can take it in and it can lower my frequency, or I can rise up my frequency by entertaining thoughts and imaginations of higher things, higher frequency things, loving things. It's a practice. It's a practice of intending higher thoughts, intending higher imaginations into each moment. In each moment is an in-breath and an out-breath. To be picturing the right things in each moment. To collect my power in each moment. To take charge. That's empowerment, self-empowerment, self-love. Stepping into what I am. I am love. Those are affirmations. I am love. I am power. These are the thoughts that create, that conjure the feelings. I am the power. Imagine if you are the power to create anything in your life. If you are the genie in the bottle. If you are the fairy godmother. If you have the power to create whatever you like. Imagine that. Do you believe that? Imagine that. Imagine having that kind of power. Imagine that's your birthright. That's the promise that you have this kind of power. Imagine it. Imagine having that kind of power. Claim it. It's mine. I have a right to it. We all do. We're all free and sovereign and free to take and drink of the cup of love that is here for all of us. We're all able to drink the cup of love in any moment. We can step into the love in any moment. It's our thoughts, it's our words, and it's our actions. Our actions begin with the first action. Our first action is the breath. It begins with the thoughts and the imaginations and the breath. Sometimes something happens during the day that in one moment knocks us off balance. We get afraid. We start to shallow breathe. We start to react to the circumstance. We start to change the pH within our bodies. The oxygen in our bodies, the carbon dioxide in our bodies starts to change. This alters our serotonin and our dopamine. It alters our hormones. It alters the way the body feels. But we can also take an action to change back our pH. We can take back control. That's our choice. We can reclaim our pH by taking a breath. We can take charge. I call it a power moment. It's taking charge of your moment. We're going to practice taking charge of our moment right now. We're intending it. We're intending it with our breath. This is a power moment. For 2 minutes, we're going to practice taking in as much oxygen as we can. We're going to hyperoxygenate for 2 minutes. I got my clock here. I'm going to start my clock. We're going to hyperoxygenate for 2 minutes. Let's do it together. Let's intend to create a loving, healing space here where we're all coming into this collective moment together. We're breathing together and we're powering ourselves up. We're alkalizing our body and we're claiming our power and giving love to ourselves together. I'm going to start that clock. 2 minutes. Your deepest, fullest breath. Your full, most complete exhale. Your deepest, fullest breath. Your fullest, most complete exhale. Your deepest, fullest breath. Your most complete exhale. Practice that. 90 seconds, breathing together. "30 seconds, taking your deepest breaths together for 30 seconds. And then we're going to hold that breath inside as best we can, for as long as we can. Getting ready to exhale all of your breath. And hold your breath for as long as you can. Big inhale. Full exhale. And hold. So if you can hold that breath for a minute, awesome. If you can only hold it for 30 seconds, that's okay. It's wonderful. Just do your best. While you're holding that breath inside, you can come back to the realization that you have the power inside of you. That you can raise up your energy with your intention, with your thoughts. You can bring your energy up into your higher energy centers. You've got energy centers down low lower energy chakra centers, energy centers, and you've got higher energy centers. You can, with your intention, with your thoughts, rise up your energy. You can pull it up. You can seize your energy. You can draw it up. You can collect yourself with your energy. With your intentions, with your imaginations, you can think and speak about taking control of your right now. You have the power to do that. You can take control right here, right now. We all can do that. We can love ourselves right here, right now. We can hold our breath and we can think about that, and we can incubate our moment with those thoughts, and those feelings can be imagined into our present moment, and we can create a loving moment for ourselves right here, right now. We have that power, we have that control. Let's practice for another 90 seconds, oxygenating, hyper-oxygenating, collecting our energy together, breathing together. Just taking your deepest breath of oxygen in, and then breathing out your carbon dioxide fully and completely, full release. Full expiration, all of your breath. Big inhale in. Full exhale out. Big inhale in. Full exhale out. Big inhale, big exhale, full inhale, full exhale. Then we're going to hold our breath for as long as we can. 30 seconds or a minute. Do your breath. Big inhale, big exhale, and hold. Holding your breath as long as you can. Taking a collective breath together, coming into the power and energy together, summoning the energy within ourselves, thinking about the loving energy within ourselves, thinking about it, speaking about it, imagining it. I am love. I am love. I love me. I love myself. I love you. 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 I am the power. I am the creator. I believe in me. I believe in my power. I am enough. I am worthy. I am beautiful. I love me. I accept myself. I accept all of me. I accept all that's happened. I embrace it all. I love it all. And I intend to grow and move forward from here now. This is my intention. These are the thoughts. These are the words. I'm collecting my power. I'm being my own best friend. I'm speaking nicely to myself. I'm loving myself. I'm giving love to myself. I'm taking responsibility for my frequency and my vibration. I'm choosing to lift up my frequency and my vibration. I'm choosing it. It's my intention. It's my decision. It's my responsibility. Nobody can do this for me. We all have to do this for ourselves. We all have to retreat. The world tells us we're being selfish. We shouldn't retreat and give love to ourselves. It's selfish. We can't listen to the world. We have to love ourselves first. The golden rule, we have to love ourselves first and love our brother, our mate, our family, the other. I have to love the other as I love myself. I have to love myself first and love the rest, the others, all other things on the planet as I love me, the same way. The same way that I love myself, with my thoughts, with my words, with my intentions, with my mind, with my physical body, with my movements, my physical practices, my movements, my nutrition, with each breath, with each foundational breath. I've got to love myself. I've got to bring that into my reality. I've got to choose that. I've got to learn how to do that. I've got to practice doing that. I've got to practice imagining it, speaking about it. I've got to get up and practice moving and thinking and breathing and intending these things into my reality. That's a choice. That's a decision. That's a practice. That's a way of living. That's a lifestyle. Think about it. Speak about it. Practice it. Bring it into your reality. The next breath I want to talk about today, the next breath I want to practice together is a balancing breath. And I'm using my timer. Got my timer going there. I'm going to do a balancing breath. So I've got my timer at 70 beats per minute. You can set your timer at whatever you like. It's just a metronome timer. You can get it on your clock, on your phone. It's free. Just got a timer going just so we can observe our breath. Just getting present, just coming into the power, just sharing the moment together, coming into the power collectively, all of us, creating a space of love, a space of healing, a space of energy, collectively together. Doing it now with a balancing breath. Now, I'm looking at this breath over an 8 count, but you could do it over a 4 count. There's no right or wrong way. If an 8 count is too big for you, you could stop at 6 or at 4. I'm doing an 8 count in and an 8 count out. An 8 count in breath, an 8 count out breath. Just practice that. For the next 2 minutes, we're just going to work on a balancing breath. During our day, things can happen that get us into shallow breathing or holding our breath. It changes our body's pH. It changes the brain neurotransmitters. It changes the thoughts. It changes the energy. It changes the feelings that we're feeling inside of our body and life. It changes the way we're acting and reacting to our lives. We can change our pH. We can alkalize our body and life by managing our breath. Just with our breath alone, just the intention to watch the breath and get into alignment with the flowing energy that is here, the natural force that's here in every single moment, in every single in breath and every single out breath. we can practice 8 breaths in and 8 breaths out. Let's practice that. 8 breaths in, or 6 or 4 breaths. 8 breaths if you can. And 8 breaths out if you can. Let's breathe collectively. Let's unite our power and our breath together for a healing, empowering, loving moment right now. Let's do this together. Breathing in for an 8 count. And out for an 8 count. It's a little bit of a practice. We're going to practice for 2 minutes. Just have to get used to how shallow you got to breathe in. And how gentle you got to breathe out. So that we can be collectively breathing and coming into the moment together, sharing an intention to love ourselves, to love each other as we love ourselves, to love our world, to love our entire world, to share love with our world. We're intending a bigger love, a greater love, a singularity for all, a love for everyone, an all-inclusive love, a greater intention, an all-inclusive, loving, healing space. Breathing in for 8 and out for 8. Practicing those thoughts and imagings in your mind. There we go. There's 2 minutes. 2 minutes of a balancing breath there. Just practicing that together, coming into the power of here and now together. Just sharing that moment with each other, collectively. Just thinking and imagining things while we're breathing. It's like we're juggling balls. So thinking is one thing, is one ball. Imagining is another ball. And then breathing is like chewing gum at the same time. It's like the breath is that soothing, that supports both sides. It doesn't take one side over the other. It's not one right and one wrong. It's like I've got this thinking mind and this feeling mind and this breath that surrounds the entire human and just supports life of all kind. The separation within the being, the fight within your thoughts and your feelings, the division within yourself. Just mending that division, just loving, creating peace, coming to peace and harmony and balance within your own self. Stop separation within yourself. Stop the fight within yourself. Marrying, balancing, finding a natural balance within yourself. Changing your thoughts, your words, your actions to create a new, healthy, natural balance within you. It doesn't mean that you have to stop something or start something. It can be a bit of both. You could do something for a while and then stop again. It's not something that has to be forever. But it's a stopping and a starting that creates change. This is how we change our life, is by stopping and starting things. Stopping and starting our breath. Stopping and starting our thoughts. Stopping and starting our foods. Stopping and starting our habits, our behaviors. It's a stopping and starting. It's a decision, a choice. a choice to do this one or a choice to do that one. It's a decision. It's a decision to stop drinking coffee or stop drinking alcohol or stop eating processed and cooked foods and meats and dairies most of the time. It's just a decision. It's a choice. I can be in harmony with the choice, or I can fight the choice. It can be an obstacle, or I can embrace it. I can get into alignment with it, or I can fight against it. I can fight against it some of the time, or I can fight against it all of the time. I can be in alignment with it sometimes and out of alignment with it sometimes. I can be in a to and fro with my life. I can be with both. I can be with this side, or I can be with that side, and it's okay. I can be with both. You can be with mom, you can be with dad. You can be with both. You can love both. You love them both. Love is all-inclusive. It's not division. Love is all things. Love is the breath. Love is the balance of the breath. The next breath, the next balancing breath I want to introduce is a breath with a hold. So it's a balancing breath, an 8 breath in, and then a hold for 8, and then a release for 8, and then a pause for 8. It's an in for 8, it's a pause and hold for 8, and it's a release for 8. And it's a pause to reflect. Just practicing that balancing breath with a pause there for another couple of seconds. And there we have it. So we've got the balancing breath. We've got the balancing breath with a pause. It's just becoming aware of what we're thinking and saying while we're breathing. Becoming aware of our thoughts and our words, our habits, our actions, our behaviors. What are we thinking and saying and doing while we're breathing? Are we reacting to what's going on? Or are we acting as we choose? Are we creating consciously what we really truly want? Or are we creating unconsciously what we don't? This is a self-awareness practice. This is a mindfulness, becoming aware of what's in my mind. First thing in the morning, I'm coming to conscious awareness of what's in my mind. Am I thinking about what's happened? Am I thinking about the past? Am I thinking about the traumas in my life? At some point, I have to think about the traumas and I have to let them go. At some point, I have to intend to move past them. It's an intention to move past them. It's a decision. Whenever we're ready, at some point, we decide it's time to put yesterday behind. It's time to let go, accept yesterday, accept myself fully, accept myself as I am fully, and decide that I want to grow from here. I want more. I want to expand. I want to intend more. I want to think about more. I want to intend for more. I want to think and speak about more. I want to imagine more. I want to get a goal. I want a goal for myself, a loving goal for myself, an empowerment goal for myself, a feeling of worth, a feeling of value, a belief in myself, a trust in myself, a love for myself, a power in myself. I am the power. I am the creator. I gotta think these things into my reality. I gotta begin my day with gratitude, with affirmation, with self-love. I am love. I love me. I love me. I love me. I am the power. I've got to begin my day with these thoughts and words. My next breath is an intentional breath. It's to intend something while I'm breathing. It's to think about something while I'm breathing. If I've got trauma in my life, we all have traumas in our life. We've all had, I went bankrupt. I had problems with my relationships starting with myself, problems with my health, problems with my food, problems with my addictions to substances, problems with addictions to material and money and things. Getting stuck in the worldly things, sex, drugs, getting caught in the worldly things, getting caught in the habits of fast food, getting caught in the habits of meat and dairy and the foods, processed foods. I'm addicted to these things. I've gotten into the habits. I've gotten into the habits of the world. I'm a product of the world. These are my thoughts. These are my actions. They're just a result of what I've been marketed to, how I've been brought up in this world. We're all a product of this world. We accept it, and we're moving forward, with greater intent than just of the material things of the world. We're growing forward with an intent to step into greater feelings than just the material, to step into our higher self, to step into our feeling self, our imagination, our creative self, our mother nature, our feminine self, our feeling self, using the energy of our feminine, our creative energy, to create love, to balance the two ends. Can't create love, can just allow love to be here, the flowing natural force of love. I can be in balance and harmony with the natural flow by balancing the two energies, the two bits within me, by balancing my thoughts and my imagination, by intending, by imagining, by intentionally thinking about rising up my energy, forgiving myself of all the things that have happened, drawing up my shadow, inviting up my shadow, calling up all of my shadow, all of the fear and doubt, the lack, the limitation, inviting it all up. Not afraid to look at it, not afraid to accept it. It's a part of me, my lack, my limitation. I accept it. I see it. I understand why I had it. I understand why I believed I was small. The world made me think I was small. I understand it. I understand why I thought these problems that were happening to me were bad. They weren't actually bad. They were exactly what I needed. I just need to reframe the way I think about my past. I am enough. I am the power. I have everything that I need. I love me. I can imagine love. I can imagine being the power. I can imagine being loving. I can imagine myself filled with my love right here, right now, on my self-love retreat. I can imagine it right here. I can make myself accountable. I can do it here with you. I can intentionally think about my love rising. With each breath, I can rise my love. I can intentionally lift my love up with each breath. And breathe it out and allow it to move through the natural flow that is here in each moment. In every moment there is a natural flowing force. I can step into that power right here, right now. I can breathe it up. I can breathe it out. I can allow it to move through. It's around me. It's within me. I can receive it around me. I can feel it around me. I can feel it within me. I can imagine it within me. I can imagine it around me. I can come into natural flow with it. I can move with it. I can intend to move with it. I can imagine moving with it. I can imagine what it would be like if I moved with it. I can feel it. I can imagine feeling it. I can start with imagination, and then I can start to feel it. An 8 breath in. An 8 breath hold. An 8 breath release. An 8 breath pause for reflection. Intending the entire time to be lifting your energy with every inhale. And with every exhale, allowing your energy to flow freely through your body. Just getting into the natural flow. Inhale it up. Hold it inside. Incubate it in your heart. And allow it to move through you freely without resistance of any kind. And then pause and reflect. No blockages within your body or life. Breathe through them all. Breathe in. And hold. And release. And pause. And lifting your energy with your breath. And pausing and holding your breath inside and incubating your energy inside your heart center. And allowing your energy to move freely through you as you exhale slowly. And then pausing and planning to do it again. Pausing daily, weekly, to be still. To be still of mind, to be still of emotion, to be still of food. Bringing yourself to stillness. Daily, weekly, a practice. Some form of practice. A daily ritual, nutritional practice, a movement practice, a breath work practice. Affirming. We have to have these powerful affirmations. These are masculine thoughts. These are thoughts, boundaries, thought boundaries. These are expansive thought boundaries. I am powerful. I am the creator. So these are affirmations that we practice while we're working on our breaths, while we're breathing. We can imagine these things, we can visualize these things while we're working on our breaths. I am love. I love me. I love you. I am enough. I am health. I am wealth. I am rich. I am abundant. I am aligned with the energy that is within me. I am aligned with the energy that is around me. I am allowing the energy within me to move freely through me. I am unlimited. I am boundless. I am free. These are affirmations, self-loving affirmations. Self-loving affirmations. I want to finish off today. I want to finish off our self-loving moment, our self-empowering moment, with just a guided meditation. And I'm just observing the natural laws. I'm just coming into alignment with the natural laws. I'm just expressing the energy that is in the back of the cosmos. I'm just balancing and harmonizing that energy here in the physical. I'm just doing that with breath. So if we can collectively come together for a guided meditation, we're just sitting or laying, however you feel comfortably. We're just watching our breath. Just coming to the energy of the breath together. Just coming into the power of our universe together. Sharing this moment together. First, just meeting each other in the same space, in the same moment. Coming into that healing space with our in-breath and out-breath. Just for a moment together. 5 or 10 breaths. Allow me to join you with 5 collective breaths along with you. Bearing in mind that we are a collection of our most predominant thoughts. What's happening in my life is a result of what I'm thinking, saying, and doing. I am the creator of my reality. If I want to change my reality, I need to change the way I react to my reality. The only way my life is going to change is if I change the way I look at my world. Change the way you look at your world if you want to begin to see your world change. Change the way you look at your world if you want to begin to see your world change. Wayne Dyer, right? Gandhi, be the change. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. Be it. Be the frequency of it. Be the vibration of it. Be the loving frequency and the vibration of the love that is here. The harmony, the balance. Be the harmony, be the balance, be the flow. Come into the flow. We are a result. We are a cause. We are an effect We are an effect of what we're thinking about. We can change what we're thinking about to change the effect. We can be an effect of what's happening around us, or we can be an effect of what's happening within us. Our choices, our decisions. That's our power. That's our choice. We can be reacting to what's happening around us, or we can be acting from what is within us. That is our choice. We can use our power, we can use our love, or we can give it away. That is our choice. We can reclaim our power right here, right now, or we can continue to give it away. That is our choice. Everyone is free to choose. You're free to choose. Do you want to be leaner? Do you want to have lower body fat? Do you wish to have lower body weight? Do you wish to be free of pain, free of sickness, free of illness, free of disease? Do you want to fix your relationships? Do you want to make more money? You can think about it. You can feel it. You can intend it. You can imagine it. You can tune yourself to the frequency and vibration of it. You can bring yourself to the energy of your dream, of your passion. You can think about your dream. You can think about what you love. You can think about what you love in your mind right now. Take a minute here to just think about what you love. Take a minute here to think about what you love most. Just breathe in and breathe out. And think about what you love most. Imagine what you love the most. Imagine it in your mind. Imagine it in your life right now. Grow it. You can imagine your past, and you can embrace it, and you can accept it. You can forgive yourself. You can forgive all others. You can imagine it right now. You can give love to yourself right now. Imagine filling yourself with your love right now. Filling yourself up with love. Imagine yourself filling every ounce, every morsel of your being, every bit of you, filling with love. Imagine it filling with love right now. Imagine all of your body and life filling with love. Every area, every ounce, every corner of your life filled with love. Breathe in and breathe out, filled with love. Breathe up your love. Imagine your love rising up now. Imagine your love rising up and rising through and around and moving freely through your body and life. And then once you've filled yourself up with your own love, we want to try to put that love out. We want to put that love out into our life. So imagine now your love filled. Imagine yourself filled with that love. Now imagine pushing out, pouring out that love out of yourself, out of the crown of your head. Imagine that love interacting out into your world. First with the person you love the most. people you love the most. Imagine the people you love the most being filled and washed with your love. Imagine your relationships. Imagine your relationship with self first, and then your relationship with the people most close to you. Imagine those relationships being bathed in your love. Bring up your love with your breath. And imagine your love circulating out from you, out into the relationships in your life. Imagine those relationships returning your love to you. See them not as they are, but just see them as you'd like them to be. Loving, sharing relationships. Imagine them purely loving. Imagine them how you would like them to be. Imagine them purely loving. Imagine your relationships with food, your relationships with substance, your relationships with people, places, things, the world. Imagine your relationship to the world. Imagine yourself in a loving interaction with every single part of your world. Can you see yourself in complete loving interaction with everyone and everything on the planet? Can you forgive yourself? Can you forgive all of your enemies? Can you forgive everyone? Can you forgive everything? Give yourself forgiveness now. Forgive everyone and everything. Let it all go. And there is a self-love, self-healing retreat, a moment, 90 minutes, 2 hours, I'm not sure. I didn't want to put any constraints on me. I just wanted to deliver the message freely. I hope you have received it today. I'm on retreat. I'm loving myself. I have loved this moment. I've loved this transmission. I'm grateful for it. Thankful for this time. I'm thankful for my friends, my family, for my life, for my wife, my children, my clients, my friends, my extended family. I'm grateful for all that watched and watch this in the future. I'm grateful for everyone that joined in today and everyone that participated and does choose to participate in this. Has value for people whenever they tune into it and make a commitment to it. It's alchemically designed that way. The power of our universe is always here. It's always available for every single one of us. Have yourself an awesome, terrific